Hello everyone, this is Katie with Discover Central Mass. Today we are here at Douglas Farm and Orchard in Douglas, Massachusetts. We are joined by a couple of the family staff here, as well as Ken Warchol, who is part of the Worcester County Beekeeping Association. He's going to give us a sneak treat and bring us into one of the hives and show us all of the inner workings. And then we're going to do a little bit and tour the farm, see all of the awesome vegetables, fruits, and animals that they grow here. Hello everyone, how are we today?
Excellent.
Awesome. So can we maybe do a little introduction, talk about, kind of who we are and then go from there?
Hi, I'm Elena Sokrat. I'm the farmer's younger sister. I help out during the summer and sometimes during the school year. I'm a student right now in college.
How's it going? I'm Farmer Nick, and I grow the food you guys love to eat.
That's awesome. And we are joined by Ken, a special guest. Ken, you are with the Worcester County Beekeeping Association,
yes,
right?
Past president and very active with the beekeepers, all 1,100 members of the association, and also done a lot of research. I've been a beekeeper all my life.
That's so awesome. So Ken, you are going to give us a treat and show us inside the hives.
That's correct.
Awesome. Let's go check them out.
You might want to stand to the side here.
Absolutely.
Cover that white top. Now we're opening up a hive which has about 60 to 80,000 honeybees in it, and we're going to take a little tour through the beehive. What I'm removing now are honey boxes where the bees store the excess honey that we remove. And you can see in here, they're all putting honey into the honey super here. We give them a little smoke to calm them down. And then we take the box off.
And what is that tool that you're
This
using?
is a Hive Tool. It's like a pry bar, because bees glue everything up together. They love to glue and keep everything nice and tight. So we're removing this heavy, about 40 pounds of honey here. And now we're into the brood chambers. This is where they raise their young. And so what you see here is their nest. Up above was the honey, excess honey that we can take. Down here they leave honey for themselves and also raise their young baby bees. And so you can see a frame of honey and the brood. These are the young baby bees, and these are all the nurse bees taking care of the hive, the young baby bees that you see here. And this is the honey that they eat and feed to the young, along with pollen inside the frames. That is a high protein food for the young baby bees. Here there's some honey leaking, so the bees are cleaning it up. And the smoke gives them, calms them down a little bit here. And you can see they're very gentle. You can gently touch them. And they like that tender loving care.
Start snuggling the bees.
All right, and so here you can see a nice frame of honeybees, and here the small ones are all the worker bees, and here's the drones, the male bees right there, the large ones.
So where can the queen typically be found?
The queen could be anywhere. It's always difficult to find a queen because she moves around laying eggs, which hatch in 3 days into a little larva, and in 21 days hatch into adult bees. And so you probably have 15 or 1,800 new bees hatching every day.
Wow.
So they keep the numbers in the hive so that there's plenty of bees to take care of the young and also to go collect nectar and pollen that they need to subsist on.
Wow, that's amazing. So typically how many of these, forgive me, what are they called? The slots.
These are the frames.
The frames. So typically how many frames are in a hive?
Well, there's in the brood nest where they raise their young, there's 20. There's 10 below here and 20 in the box up above.
Okay.
I mean 10 and 10, so it's 20 total. And then all the boxes up above are where they place the honey that we can take. Bees need about 100 pounds of honey to subsist for the winter time, and anything beyond that we can take as excess honey. So that's what inside of a beehive looks like, and that's close up and personal.
That's amazing. So typically, when is honey harvested?
Well, we'll be harvesting this year some in about 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
So we'll be extracting the honey and spinning it out and then jarring it.
Wow.
But you can see here, they're all at work doing something, either feeding the young baby bees, or they're bringing in honey and putting the honey, nectar in, I should say, which they'll turn into honey. Nectar has about 80% water, so they have to evaporate the excess water, and what's left is the nice, sweet nectar.
That's amazing. Well, Ken, thank you so much for showing us inside. You see it, guys, a sneak peek into a beehive. And I'm just praying to God I'm not allergic. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I am. Well, Ken, thank you so much.
And I'm going to show you just some honey framed.
Oh, perfect. We'd love that. And as you can see, guys, this is where the bees go in and out. It's their little door. And the honey, is the honey sold here?
The honey is kept. The bees keep the excess honey that they bring in, and in here is what we'll be spinning out.
Wow.
And you can see here the liquid gold, we call it, and
there it is.
oh,
Delicious.
delicious. Let's stick your finger in there and taste a little bit of that. And
Right where?
where the liquid, right in here. Dig right in and taste a little bit of that honey. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh my God, that's amazing. Nature's nectar, right?
That's correct.
Mmm.
It's pure honey made by the honeybees, and many people use the honey because it's good for, local honey is good for allergies. And what happens is the people take the local honey, the pollen in it, and you build up a tolerance, your body builds up a tolerance to the, you want to walk away here?
Yes. Perfect.
Your body builds up a tolerance to the nectar, to the pollens in the area, and allergy season comes along, and the pollen, your allergies are much better, if not totally gone.
That's amazing. Awesome. Well, Ken, thank you so much for showing us. All right, guys. You ready to show me around the farm?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Close and personal, you never got stung.
I didn't get stung, everyone. I'm safe. I am safe. And I got to try that delicious honey right from the hive. That was pretty amazing. Ken, thank you so
welcome.
much.
Thank you, Ken.
Okay.
All right. So, my friends, you guys obviously have these beehives. Do you sell the honey from these hives at your store?
Yep, we have them. It's $11 for 1 pound and $20 for the 2 pounds.
Perfect. So the whole reason, I asked you guys to bring Ken here and kind of show us into the beehive is because you do different programming and you do different events here at the farm, right? It's not just a vegetable and orchard that you can come and pick stuff. It's programming as well.
Yeah, so we do have we have beekeeping programs here where Ken comes and he talks about like the bees and stuff. We do have a program coming up. It's up on our Facebook and on our website. And we have other programs here like live music, and we have a pottery guy coming too. Some of these events cost $5, some of them are free depending on who helps us run them. The Douglas Cultural Council, those events are free.
That's awesome. So now,
But one of our biggest goals here, it's not just about providing food, it's about education and getting kids in the new generation excited about farming, because farming's it's dying. Kids, it's too hard. It's too hard to go weed the garden. And we want to get everyone excited about the rewards. It's not just about the hard work, it's about the rewards. And these classes get everyone, I keep saying, getting everyone excited to work with nature and provide food for the families and for everyone.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So Can you show us a little bit around the farm and see what you guys actually grow here?
We're gonna head down right between these blueberries over here, and then we'll go check out the shiitake mushroom operation in the back, and we'll work our way to the animals in the gardens.
That's awesome. So when is your store typically open? When are you guys in operation? What season? What times? When can somebody come in to purchase things?
Yeah, so we're open Thursday through Sunday from 10 to 6 p.m. and that is our summer hours, and our winter hours kind of are usually just the weekends. We're a small farm, family run, so hours are not always the easiest thing, but they're always up on Facebook and on, like, you can find them online and everything.
Awesome. And then besides the programming in the store, you guys are also a pick your own, right? You are an orchard.
Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys have available in terms of, fruits and vegetables?
Yes, so, right at the moment we have pick your own blueberries.
Oh, wonderful.
And they are loaded this year, just slowly ripening up.
They are.
And later in the season, we'll go check out our apple trees, and the apples are looking pretty great. All of our orchards and our blueberry patches, when we got here 3 years ago, were just completely covered in bittersweet and poison ivy, all just reaching for the sun. So after 3 winters of restoration, we're finally hopefully going to have our first apple picking season. So,
oh, how exciting. So you heard that, folks. You can come apple picking right here in Central Mass, right in Douglas.
oh yeah, that will start in the fall, and we'll be posting on Facebook and our website, and everyone will send a big email blast when it's going to happen.
That's awesome. And what kind of apples are you currently growing?
So when we got here, the previous owner kept a perfect list of what he was spraying, but no list of what apples we have. So it's going to be interesting. So I can get some of my old teachers and my friends out here, and we'll identify the types of apples. We do know that we do have Early Max and Empire apples, because we found 2 little signs for it. So it'll be very interesting to find out what we have here.
Wonderful. The $1 million question. What apples are available? But otherwise, you have blueberries. Do you have any other berries?
We are putting in raspberries next year. So within the next 2 to 3 years, we'll have raspberry picking with black raspberries, red raspberries, blackberries, and yellow raspberries. We're also working on doing a small strawberry pick your own. But all in good time, slow and steady.
That's right.
But yeah, we're definitely big on the picking because it's a great way to get people here and see what's going on.
That's awesome. So where are we now? We're on our way to the shiitake mushrooms.
Yep. So every winter we have a shiitake inoculation class where everyone can learn how to inoculate their own shiitake mushroom logs. We also do sell the complete inoculated logs in the winter as well. So you can bring it home and try it yourself.
That's awesome. So can you tell me a little bit more about the actual inoculation process? I actually inoculated some mushrooms a couple of weeks ago at a friend's house. But I'm curious as to kind of how it works. Typically it's drilling holes and putting in the spawn, correct?
Yeah, so the long story short, you're looking for oak and maple. You cut them down. Typically you want to cut them down sustainably, if they're being crowded by another tree, you're not trying to clear cut anything. So you cut the trees down, you cut them into movable lengths. If you're strong, you can do the big logs. If you're worried about your back, you can do smaller logs. And then you pretty much get a block of sawdust spawn. And we get ours from Fungi Ally out in Hadley, Mass. Willie's a great friend of mine, and we get our spawn from him, and it has done amazing. So it's pretty much a block of sawdust that's inoculated with the shiitake mycelium. And then we take our logs and we drill holes in a diamond pattern, and then we take a little plunger device, and we'll put the sawdust into the holes and then cover them with wax, and we'll let them sit for about a year.
Oh, wow.
And they will colonize the log and start eating away at the material.
All right. Awesome.
And then 1 year from then, we soak the logs, and then we bring them into our laying yard. These ones I soaked only about 3 days ago. So we're gonna see, oh, here we go. You can see some of the little baby mushrooms popping out, and they are loaded. We're gonna have quite a shiitake harvest.
Wow.
So these will grow into the big old mushrooms, and then we can enjoy them with stir fries, with steak, with vegetables, whatever you like.
That's awesome. One of the easiest things of farming to do, right? You inoculate, then you leave it.
Oh yeah, after the first couple steps, it's easy after that.
That's awesome. So now, where are we off to?
We're gonna go check out the vegetable gardens.
Perfect. Perfect. And then hopefully see some animals?
Of course.
Awesome.
So this year we started doing our first CSA, which stands for Community Supported Agriculture, where people buy into vegetable shares. So every week for 18 weeks, our customers will come and pick up a bag of vegetables of whatever's in season.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been, not experiment, but we've been, since it's our first year, we're just figuring out how much we need to grow. So there's been a little less at the markets because we're trying to, beef up our CSA packages.
Yeah.
And we also do, if you come to the store, we have a list of vegetables and herbs that we can always pick. And we always try to pick fresh. I don't like letting things sit in the refrigerator getting all gross, because vegetables are the healthiest when they're fresh.
That's very, very true. And I think it's important to kind of understand that Central Mass is a treasure trove of agritourism, and that there's a lot of places we can go to pick your own, and as well as, kind of experience that farm life by interacting with animals, interacting with plants, things like that, to really kind of broaden our knowledge. Because like you said, farming is a very important background to have, and without farmers, we're not being fed.
No, and I mean, and it depends where you get your food from too. I mean, the nutrients in food, once you harvest a vegetable, it actually starts to immediately lose its nutrients because it's dying. So the fresher you get it, the better it's harvested, the healthier everyone is.
That's awesome. So now we're coming up, I guess, to the vegetable farm, if I'm correct.
Oh yeah, this is one of our this is one of our food forests. This is one of 3 areas where we run our chickens through. This is where our pigs were last year. So they tilled up this whole area, and it looks like a mess. But my gardening is what I would call organized chaos.
Perfect.
Because I grow with nature. I don't weed. I chop and drop to add mulch layers. So by the time summer hits, about now, I'm never watering anymore. The plants are sustainable enough with enough mulch that they stay hydrated enough to wait for the next rain.
That is absolutely amazing.
So over here to our right, we have our flock of ducks and chickens that are your egg layers.
Oh, very nice. And can we buy eggs in the store as well?
We always have duck and chicken eggs. And they get reign of these whole areas. So these areas are full of plants that we want to be in here, that the animals can benefit from as well as us as well.
Very cool. Do we have any other animals on site?
Oh, of course. Over to the left over here we have our piglets.
We have our piglets.
Oh, they're getting big, but I still call them my piglets.
That's okay.
Get over here.
Hey!
Do you want to?
Yeah, let me jump in there.
Oh.
We'll go wake them up really quick.
They eat a lot, and then they need a nap.
Then they need a
time.
solid nap.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, go say hello. Come on.
They love him.
Oh my gosh, here they come.
Oh, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up?
They're so cute.
Yep.
What's up? Yeah, so these guys get, we use the pallets as their pen, and we flip them around onto fresh grass every, once they finish eating the area.
Wow.
So this area was full of grass, and they love nibbling on my shoes.
Yeah, they like shoes.
Well, that is so awesome. Well, thank you so much.
What's up, baby?
Lambs. and then we're going to wrap them.
Perfect. All right, so we're going to go and see the lambs quickly, and then I think we're going to wrap up. Wrap up our awesome farm tour here at Douglas Farm and Orchards.
Douglas Orchard. So this is our first year with lambs. We've never had them before, so it's always, you know, experiment. They're so cute. They're finally like getting used to us. Yeah, Nick can talk definitely more about them. Run, Nick.
Come on, Nick, keep up.
Oh,
So over here to the right, this is the area where our turkeys are going to go.
oh yeah.
Oh, awesome.
We have them in there. We can check them out real quick. So this is our new lamb stable. Oh yeah, we can make them up here.
Oh, they're hot. They're in there, though.
Man,
There they are.
come here.
They're too hot. They're saying, no way, we're staying inside where it's cool.
Come here, baby. This one loves being pet. Come here.
They're so noisy.
Come here. They love attention. That's all they want. Come here. But we've been giving them all this grass. We've been giving them some shady area down by these little lower blueberries over here, and they have a blast. It's their whole life's purpose, is to be happy and eat grass and keep everyone company and nice and happy.
That's so awesome. All right, everyone. Well, we are here at Douglas Farm and Orchard. Don't forget that you can pick your own blueberries, soon to be apples, all of that fun stuff coming up with the apples in the fall and the blueberries right now. So make sure you tune in live tomorrow for our next live video. Thank you so much, Socrat family, for giving us a tour, and to Ken to showing us the inside of a beehive. I'm going to go pet these cute little lambs, and I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday.